You what it is and what it do, baby. Y'all already know who it is, man. The Coldest Trader XAU. All right, I made sure my camera good there. All right, there we go. And y'all already know, man, we back with another session, trading session, gold in the Asian session. You already know. But so yeah, let's talk about it real quick, real quick. Y'all already know how we do and how we start. We go over the previous day trades. As y'all can see, I already got my setup for today. Let's go back and let's talk about what happened last night. All right. Let's see where we at. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. All right, so here we go. Last night setup. All right, so of course this was last night, 6 o'clock. Y'all already know we do our 6 to 6:15. Boom, boom. We got that done. All right, boop, boop. So came up, retested, came down. Then of course we already know this whole move right here. I called this whole move, right? Called the whole move all the way down. Yeah, last night was Tuesday, right? All right, so yeah, caught that whole move all the way down. Then we had this move all the way back up, and then back down. So if you remember, let me see, what did I call last night? I know I erased some of my levels because y'all already know I like to start fresh, come back in clean every day with a clean slate. So the levels that I have going right now are simply just the fact of Sunday, of course, Mondays, and really Tuesday was really the same. So Sunday and Monday were all the same from Tuesday because they all played around this level. So I mean, okay, so let's just do this so I won't be confusing nobody. So that's the 6 o'clock. Boop, boop, boop. 6:10, 6:15. All right. So that was the high right there. Y'all remember that. Okay. Um, let's make that purple for now. All right, we'll do blue. All right. So of course, 6 o'clock low, 6:15. That was the high. I told y'all again that this was the low, this was the high, right? Um, and remember, this low was really the same low from Monday. Remember, this is Sunday. This is Tuesday. I mean, this is Monday. Goodness gracious. All right. So they both was about the same. Okay. So I pretty much didn't have to move that. I just had to change up the top. All right. So of course, 6:15, the low, the high. Hang on, man. Top. All right. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Um, hang on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to do something here real quick. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Just bear with me for a second, y'all. I'm trying to get something done. Give me a second. Just give me a quick second, quick second. It ain't gonna take long. Quick second, quick second. All right, there we go. All right. So like I was saying, right? 6 and 6:15. Boom. We got our high, our 6 o'clock low, 6:15 high. So I had already told y'all it was gonna come up. Once it came down, it was gonna come back up, retest this level right here. Remember, I talked to y'all about the M and the W. So remember, I had this right here marked off. All right. So I told you once it get down up in here, it was gonna reverse, right? It came down a little bit more, like always. It's gonna come a little bit past just to take everybody out. And I told y'all last night with this candle right here, it's all coming back to me now. I told you, I said, chat, if this candle give us a doji, it's about to be a great night. So y'all seen me get in, right? And of course, I end up cutting it off because it started, well, actually I was on for 2 hours. And y'all know discipline on for 2 hours. So it started playing up in here, got out, and then it ended up coming all the way up here. So of course I caught, once it broke the high of this W, I got in and I caught it all the way up to here. And this is where I end up getting out. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say this was like a $700 trade, because remember I was playing with a 1 lot. And remember I told you once it got past here, I was going to add a 5 lot. So I ended up getting in right up in here on a 1 lot. And then I got in again right here on a 5 lot, right? So once it came up to here, started playing, I was like, all right, I'm good for the night. And I got out. So that was like a $600 trade. So again, like I told y'all last night, I called this one dead on the money. All right. So that was last night. Came up, told y'all I was going to come up back to this M, to the middle of this M, and reverse. So what it did, the same thing it did back over here. It went past it just a little bit, took some people out, confused some people. Then look what it did the rest of the night. So this right here was at what, 10:45, and then all day long, this is what it did. This right here was New York session. I didn't trade New York session. I just got in and checked it out to see how it was moving for the day. I would have traded, but for some reason, my phone wouldn't let me get in my account, right? So I will tell you what I did end up practicing on, because of course, you know, with TradingView, you can do paper trading. So I did get on TradingView and I did do a paper trade. So I literally caught this doji right here and I rode it all. Y'all don't believe me, but I'm telling y'all, I just let it ride. And I practiced with a 10 lot and I rode it all the way down to here. It came back up, took me out right there. And if it would have been a real trade and not a practice trade, that would have been 45. I think it closed me out at like 40, 4,500, 45, 55, something like that. So again, man, I keep telling y'all, all the rules apply to every session. New York session, Asian session, London session. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all can ask my homeboy Corey out in Texas, right? He trades the Asian as well as the London. He don't really mess with the New York. He say it's a little too fast for him, but guess what? That's just right now. Once he get his feet cemented in the game, he'll be on New York session, because we make a lot more money on New York session. But because we just have bigger moves. That's all. Asian gives us big moves, but New York gives you humongous moves. That's how I word that. So yeah, that was New York session. And as you can see, like I tell y'all all the time, man, the levels are always going to get retested. No matter what session it's in, the levels always get retested. As you can see last night, this right here, like I told y'all before, this is Sunday, this is Monday, right? Now we're going into so y'all know Sunday night is for Monday, Monday night is for Tuesday. So the Tuesday night going into Wednesday right here. All right, this is what we got going. So technically this is Wednesday night right here. This is Tuesday afternoon or morning. So therefore I don't confuse nobody. Okay. So now, as you can see, y'all already know, once again, for my new people, if you don't know, this right here is what I call 285. If you're in Atlanta, then you already know this is the loop. If you're going around in circles, we don't want to go around in circles. Texas, 635, just going around the city. All right. You don't want to get in when it's going around the city. You only want to get on going north or south. That's our rule of thumb, and that's what we live by. Okay, until you get real good at it and you can kind of read it in different ways and see different patterns and different entry models, you just stick to the simple rule. Wait till it go out, come back in. That's it. So it's coming up. If I would have been on paying attention, I would have been in this trade right here. And to be honest, I probably would have already been done trading at 7:30. Why, you say? Well, let's just do the count real quick. So if I would have got in right here like I was supposed to, because we had the breakout, it came back, retested, gave us a blue doji, which is what we always look for. Take a buy right there. And right now we're right there. Even with just, of course, I would have been playing with a 10 lot or maybe a 5, just depending on how confident I would have been. But super confident. This is an A+ setup for me. So I would have played with a 10 lot on this one. So a 10 lot, I would have had $1,000 day already. And 9 times out of 10, I probably would be done, because this right here, if this candle turns white, then we getting our pullback that we want. So we would be setting, we'll be letting it ride right now. That's all we'll be doing. See, boom, we up 11, we up 1,200 right now. So that right there is the simple rule of thumb with trading the break and retest. As you can see, these levels, like I tell y'all, the levels hold steady in gold. That's why I love gold. That's why I always trade gold. Remember, this is the New York session right here. This purple, these 2 purple levels are from New York. This right here is the new Asian session. So as you can see in New York, it played inside, broke out, retested, came down, stayed down here the rest of the day. Now we in Asian session. Asian's coming back up to retest. Now it's back inside. So now Asian session is either going to push us all the way back up to the highs of New York session, or it's going to retest and then come all the way back down to this level right here. What's this level right here, you ask? This is our 4-hour level. So this right here has the strongest reaction level. That's what this means. This, when you see my blue boxes like this is a strong reaction level from the 4-hour time frame. All right, we don't take our trades on the 4-hour time frame. We take our trades on the 1 minute or the 5 minute, no higher. Why? Because we like to get in and get out. We're called scalpers. We're not position traders, and we're not long-term traders. We're not even day traders. We're scalpers. The difference is a position trader would still be in this trade from up here all the way down to right here. This trader, position traders would still be in this trade. Okay. Day traders would have got in on this candle. Well, probably not, because that would have been a horrible position, but they probably would have got in right here. They would have held this all the way right here until the market closed at 455, and then that's when they would have got out. All right, so that's a day trader. A scalper is what we do. We get in for a short period of time and we get out. So right here, like I said, we get in at 7 o'clock, and then at 7:25, 7:30, we're done for the evening. That's what a scalper is. Okay, so that's that. That's the breakdown for tonight. So y'all already know, number 1 rule, patience. You got to have patience, and you got to have, number 2, confidence. Okay, if you don't have those 2, not cocky, not overly confident, but just confidence. All right, it's definitely a difference. So we got our breakout, we had our mini retest. So now we're just waiting to see if it's going to come all the way back down to retest our previous New York session low. And that's all we're waiting on, because it already made a higher high. This is a higher low. This is a new higher high. So our higher low should come right up around in this area right here. And that's where we're waiting on, because we are in an uptrend for 1. Then for 2, we are above the 100 move, a smooth moving average. Okay, so the moving average, the 100, means that this line right here, whatever side the candle's on, which is these candles right here, we have at least 100 candles right here. So you got 100 candle moves. So if you would have got in right here on this one, you would have called all of this. This right here is 100 candles. That's why it's called the 100 smooth moving average. Now, some people do 200. Some people do 100. Some people do 50. Some people do 25. Some people only do 20, which is cool. However you want to do it. Like I say all the time, trading is like driving. Whatever makes you the most comfortable, that's how you do it. Simple as that. All right. So, like I said, mine is 100. So, of course, we are already above that. We're above the Asian high. We're above the New York low. So this right here is telling me, and plus we had a double bottom. So when you get a double bottom like this right here, it's telling you that the trend is over with and it's starting to reverse. So now is where we just have to be patient. We have to wait for our entry. We can't be overzealous. We can't be greedy. We got to be patient. So all we doing is now, like I said, we just sitting back and we just waiting for it to come back and retest this level down here. And that's all we doing. Now, that's it. That's all. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, wait. It's like it might come all the way back up to New York highs. That would be crazy. Hey, man, when I tell y'all gold has been pumping as of late, like, bro, if you, for all my people that I know got live accounts that's trading gold, I know they got damn making money. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I know they getting paid because gold, y'all see the moves that gold has been making. Like I said, off of this move right here alone was doggone. Which one was it? No, it wasn't the blue. It was the white one. It was this move, y'all. I apologize. It was this one, the big white one, because that was a significant doji right there. So I entered on this one and rolled it all the way down. But either way, it was still 4,500. Either way, it was still 45. So, but yeah, gold has been making major moves. Like I said, even if you only got in right here at 615, 620, it's right here still a good 1,500, depending on your lot size. Even if you're only playing with $1. Remember last night I was playing with $1. Even if you was playing with $1 right now, you would still be up $170 right now. $165. Man, come on, man. A lot of jobs don't even pay you that in a day. $170. Come on, quit playing. So, and playing with if you're playing with a 1 lot, you at 160, right? If you playing with a 5 lot, we're at, let's see, what's there? 5 times, see, 5 times 4 is 2. So we at 720 right now if you was playing with a 5 lot. So if I would have got in on this trade right here, I would be up $700 just in a matter of what, 620 to what's this, 740. So in 22 minutes, I would be up $720. So at the end of the day, man, I'm telling you, this skill set is life changing. Now, don't get it wrong. When I say life changing, I'm not talking about you getting on here and becoming a millionaire overnight. That's not gonna happen. But if you can get on here and make your car note every week, that's one less bill that you got to worry about coming out of your paycheck. And then guess what? You're going to get to the point to where once you make it in your car note, you're going to end up making the insurance. Then once you make the car note and insurance, you're going to end up making grocery money. And that's how you continue to compound interest and compound your skill set to where you will be at the point to where you're no longer working. It's replacing your job altogether. Because you got to think about it. If you making, let's just say, the average American right now in this economy right now is probably making, let's just say 2,500 every 2 weeks, right? That's $1,250 a week. So if you're getting paid every week, your paycheck is $1,200, right? Now, y'all didn't see me. If you hadn't seen me, you can go back, look at some of the videos. Y'all didn't see me put this number right here at a 10 lot, all right? Even at a 10 lot, that's $10 per pip. So if I would have got in on this trade at $10, that means $10 for every 1 tick, right? I'm up $1,400 right now. Yes, in 24 minutes, I'll be up $1,400 in 20 minutes. Literally, what it took you a week to make, you can literally make that in 22 minutes on the charts once you learn the skill set. So everybody say it's a scam, or everybody say, man, it's too hard, it's too much. Shit, can you imagine how hard life is if you wouldn't have tried to get the job that you got? Could you imagine how hard life would be if you didn't graduate? Could you imagine how, like, it's ain't no such thing. There's no such thing. If you think the cost of not trying is hard, okay. All right. Just keep on not trying then. Keep on not trying. Keep on saying it's too hard. So with that being said, I'm done. We just gonna trade now. Yay, yay. This is my thing, man. I love trading. Really and truly. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. We got any questions on anything? Anybody got any questions? Don't understand something, want to know something, or y'all just want to chop it up? Let me know. Why gold is running. Now, we might be getting ready to get our pull back. So we're going to wait and see. Now, I don't recommend it. But again, if you know what you're looking at, you can take it. But for training purposes, you don't ever trade against the trend. You heard what I said. For training purposes, you don't ever go against the trend. The reason I wasn't in this trade was because, for one, I had got in too late. So by the time I got finished setting everything up and I actually start paying attention and really focused, that's the only reason I didn't take this trade. Now, if I was in and paying attention and focused and had already been here for a minute, it's kind of like going into a football game, basketball game, or whatever, right? You kind of got to get warmed up, kind of got to get your eyes adjusted. Now, when you kind of know what you're looking at and you understand what it is you're looking at, yeah, as soon as I jumped on the charts, I already knew this right here was consolidation. So this whole thing right here, where it's just going sideways, that's what we call consolidation. It's not going anywhere. So you don't want to trade this, right? Again, this is the 6 o'clock. So the futures market, which is gold, silver, copper, doggone, what else? Any of the precious metals, that opens up at 6 o'clock. Okay. So here it is. That's why I have this line right here, which is my 6 o'clock low. And then this right here is my 6:15 high. So we only dictate, we draw, this is what we call a 15-minute orb. Okay. So it's the 15-minute outer range breakout. I mean, opening range breakout. I'm sorry. So it's the open of the market. Okay. So we either want to see if it's going to go up to the upside or if it's going to go down to the downside. Now we wait for what we call confirmation. Okay. So once it breaks out up here, I know that it's in the uptrend. Again, I seen it, but again, I really wasn't ready to just make a decision and jump in a trade just yet. Right. So once I seen it, I was like, okay, cool. I want to say, honestly, I had set it up and then ran downstairs for a minute. And by the time I came back up, it was already making this move. So that's another reason that I did miss this trade. But at the same time, I'm not mad at it because it's giving me a better idea of which way the market wants to trend. Now, can it reverse? Of course it can. Will it reverse? Of course it will. Do we know when it's going to reverse? No, we don't. That's the only thing about the markets. And like y'all hear me say all the time, there's only two things that's 100% in the market. That's the money you win and the money you lose. That's it. Everything else is a margin. So you have a margin of error that you want to make as small as possible. So the smaller the margin of error is, the better the trade can turn out for you. And that's what trading is all about. It's not about being 100% correct all the time. It's just about getting that margin of error in your favor, right? So with that, as of now, like I said, we know that we're definitely in the uptrend. So this right here is called a higher high. We got a higher low. So like I said, this right here is our new higher high. So all we waiting for it to do is to come back down and retest up in this area right here. And it might not come back down this far. It might come down to right here and then start to go back up. So either way, our job is to know which one is going to do. Or should I say, make sure our margin of error is small when we do decide to take this trade. So as of right now, looking at this right here is what we call our indicator. This right here is my RSI, right? My relative strength index. So this right here is kind of like a turn signal, right? You know, some people drive with their turn signals on. So that's why you can't go 100% off of it, but it's just an indicator to kind of help you in what way you think the market is about to go or what you think the market is about to do. Okay. So with the lines, so my 100 is for saying that all of the sellers are sitting right here. All of the buyers are sitting down here. So once it start hitting this level up here a lot, that's starting to tell me, okay, you can start looking for sales because the market is starting to get, all of the sellers are starting to get exhausted. So you might start to get the sellers coming in because all of the buyers are getting exhausted. All the sellers get exhausted when it hits down here. All the buyers get exhausted when it hits up here. Okay. So all we're doing now is we just waiting to see if the sellers are going to come in and take over and come back down and retest this level. Now, if it does decide to come back down, it's going to come back down to right up in here. It might touch this. It might come down just to the area right below this one. But either way, it's going to come back down. Okay. So we go to our 1 minute. Let's see. All right. So we got our high, our low. So we got a lot of consolidation going on right up here. Oh. So we know we got 8 o'clock coming, and we already know for my people that's always here and understand what's going on, you already know 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock is our time. So, we got what, 8 minutes until 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock time for Greg Street to rock for all my Atlanta people. Woo! Fell back too far. Damn. Breaking my chair, y'all. All right, there we go. Now, what am I waiting on right now? Since we're on the 5 minute, I'm waiting on a doji, right? If I get a white doji from the 5 minute, then I already know what time it is. We going down. In the words of, who is that, Mary J? I'm going down. Whole world upside down. That's what we waiting on. And if it do, we gonna ride this thing all the way back down to our lower high. And it might keep going. And if it keep going, it's gonna be a great night, and your boy gonna be done super early tonight. Super early. So I just want this to turn white. That's it, and that is all. We got 1 more minute to see what this. Oh my God. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We needed to close white. I'm gonna leave it at a 5. I ain't gonna be greedy. I'm gonna leave it at a 5. Even though I really want to go to a 10 line. I might go to a 10 line. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go to a 10 line, y'all. We got 40. We got 30. 30 seconds. If we get to the 15-second mark and it's still like this, I'm going to hit sell. We got 25. 20 seconds. 15. You know what? Let's do this. Let's double it. Let's start off with a 5 lot and not be greedy. And then we'll come back and add a 10 lot if we get a nice push. If this counter right here gives us a nice push, then I'm going to add another 5. So we're just going to wait and see what we got. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see. So we got our double top. So I'm confident in this trade already because our 5 minute gave us a doji. So I'm confident that we're going to come back down to here. Again, confident, but not cocky. That's why I didn't go in with a full 10. I went in with a 5. So if I am wrong, the hit won't be as hard. So now we're just going to be patient and see what we get. Just that simple. Three minutes to 8 o'clock. I'm super bold right now because I already know at 8 o'clock the market gonna go bonkers. So I am going to play it safe. I should have just been patient and waited because it might shoot up to here. So let me go here and see. 5. So it's a $200 loss. That's a 250 loss right there. So I'm cool with a 250 loss. So if it comes up to there, I will lose 250. Let's stretch it across so I can actually see. All right. So if it comes up to right here, we will get out. All right. So if it come down and break below here, that's where I'm going to put my my second position. Well, I will be in for 10 lots, and we're going to ride it back down to here. So we got 1 minute. Let's see what we got. It's about to be showtime. 30 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry, 40 seconds. 35. Now we down at 30. It's finna start busting a move. Let's see. I'm just doing this so I can kind of gauge on a level. All right. Okay. All right. Expect it. If this right here turns white, it might shoot up, tap this, come down. I'm cool with that. But what I really want to be even more confident is for this to do come above here and then reverse back down and come all the way back down here. If it does that, we in the money. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what it's going to do. We'll see what our 5-minute telling us. Okay. I'm cool with that. All right, let's see what we got on it. Okay, I like the way that looked. I'm just waiting on it to come back up under that red line, up under this line right here. If it crosses back up under here, I'm going to add another 5 lots, which is I being 10 lots. And so, which is $10. So every pip from here all the way back down to here is $10. Patience is a virtue. You got to be patient. So I'm willing to lose 250 to make about 950, maybe even a band. So I'm willing to lose $250 to make $1,000, basically. That's my odds. So if this end up doing what I wanted to do, then I end up making 1,000. But if it don't do what I wanted to do, then I lose 250, which is cool. I take $250 loss in order to make 1,000. I like the odds of that. I'm cool with that. So let's see what we got. All right, we at the 250. So what is going to determine me closing this trade out is if the candle gets above this blue line and we get a close. So we're not just going to jump out the trade because the candle is up around this area, because it could end up getting up around here and then instantly reversing back down, right? So another reason that I'm confident is because, for one, this is a key level that I have drawn off. And then for two, my RSI is almost at the top, which is, remember, when it's up here, that means the buyers are getting exhausted and all the sellers are about to start coming in, right? When it gets down here, that means all of the sellers are exhausted and the buyers are about to come in. So uh that's why I use the RSI. And as you can see, if I would have closed this trade just because it got up here, I would have lost money for no reason, right? So now we want to see how hard the sellers are going to come in and push. Now, if they come in and push back down and close below here, then again, it's showtime at the Apollo. And what is going to determine that for me is how far down how many white candles we get down here before this reaches down here. Okay. Okay. We got a good push. So what I want is this whole white candle. I need this whole candle right here to close below here. If it closes below here, then we're about to start coming back down here. All right. And that is where the patience comes in at. So the only way I add another 5 lots to this is if this candle closes below this candle, because this was the last low. All right. So as you can see, we getting a push, but we're not going to be overzealous because it's already close to this green line down here. Remember what I said about this. This means that the sellers are getting tired. So the buyers are sitting right here and it could come back and push it right back up. So we just waiting. As you can see, I was down 260. What did we get up to? 270, 275, something like that. But now we already back up 120. All right. So, okay, we got that nice push. Okay. So now everything in me right now is want to add another 5 lots. But because, again, of how far down here we are, I'm going to be patient because, see, it could start reversing and come right back up here and start playing around. Now, I'm confident in this trade because, one, it has done 3 of the things I wanted it to do, right? It came up here, rejected, shot down, past this level, which was the previous low, confirmation that the uptrend is over. And the third thing it did, like I asked, it passed this trend line, right? So now, all I'm waiting on is for it to come back up. Just give me a little small 1 or 2 blue candles, come up here, reject like it did right there, and then come all the way down to here. Now, if it does that, then I'm gonna add my another 5 lots. But right now, if it just keep running, then I'm just gonna let this 5 lot run. But if it come back up and retest here, I'm gonna get in for another 5 lots, and that will put me at 10 lots. And my entry, so I will have $5 here, $5 here. And if it run all the way down here, like I said, this will be $1,000 night, maybe even a $1,200 night, depending on how far it runs. Remember, it's all about margin of error. That's all it's about. The only thing that's 100% in trading is what? The money you win and the money you lose. Only thing in trading that's 100%. Everything else is a margin. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, there go my blue candle. Ah, come on up and give me that retest. Come on up and give me that retest. Go see what my 5-minute doing right now. Okay, so we got a nice strong white candle on the 5-minute, so that's a good indication. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. So if it crosses up under my 100 SMA, then I'm going to be even more confident that it's going to keep coming down. So if it crosses under here with a strong white candle, then I'm confident that it's going to come all the way back down to the bottom of our Asian session. This was our Asian low right here of our 15-minute orb. So if it breaks below here with a strong candle, then I'm going to be confident that we're going to come even further down to down here. All right. Damn it. I should have added my 10 lot, y'all. Would have added my 10 lot. I've been at 400 right now. YG 400, that is. But it's all good. We ain't going to be greedy because we going to get a chance to enter for that other 5 lots. Watch what I tell you. And if we don't, it's all good. We're going to take 500 for the night and be happy with that. Either way, it's a win. Because guess what? I pushed the button and made money. So I'm happy either way. Either way, I made money by pushing a button. Either way. I'm just waiting on that second entry so I can come back in and add another 5 so we can ride that thing on down. I got confidence tonight, man. We might fuck around and hit. We might even mess around and hit 1,500 tonight. If it ride all the way back down to this Asian session high right here, we might be all right. This the Asian high, this the Asian low. So if it breaks up under here, then we might just get that ride. We might just get that ride. Because remember, this is New York session. These purple, this is the New York high, this is the New York low, right? So as you can see, it came back to the middle of the New York session. All right. So now we're just gonna see if it's gonna come back down to the Asian high. If it does that, baby, we made some good Lafetia for the night. We made some good Lafetia. So let's see how it react off of our 100. Remember, the 100 SMA means it's 100 candles above this. And since it's above this line, that means it's selling. Once it gets back below this line, that means above this line means we're buying. Once we get back below this line, down here in this area, that means we're selling. So what I want to see is I want this counter right here to close real hard below this. I need this candle to do what this candle did. Y'all see this candle? If it can do that to the 100, that means the sellers push super hard. It bounced. All right. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set my stop loss just in case it comes back up. Nope. I'm not even gonna set a stop loss. I'm gonna go ahead and take my, oh no, I'm confident. Y'all see how high up the RSI jumped off of one candle? I could be wrong. Again, I could be wrong, but my margin of error I don't think I am. So let's see. We still got a strong push on the 5 minute. We still got some room left to go on the 5 minute. So yeah, I'm gonna ride it out. I'm gonna ride it out. We're gonna ride it out and see. If I get a strong push below here, I'm definitely adding another 5. And we're gonna ride it down. So I just need a strong push. Give me a strong push. I'm gonna add another 5 lots. If you give me a strong push down here, I'm gonna add another 5. Then that way we'll be in for 10 lots, which is $10. Right now I'm only in for $5 a pip. But if it pushes below that line with a strong push, I'm gonna be in for $10. And that 10 is gonna take me to at least 1,000, maybe even 1,500. I need this to close below this. Remember, don't be overzealous because it could fake you out and then jump back above there. And if it does that, let's go. So now I'm in for 10. Now you see how I jumped up. So now I'm in for 10. So let's see what we got on it. Let's see what we gonna do with it. So all I needed to do is come down and tap this purple line. If it tap that purple line, we done for the evening. Just that simple. Anybody got any questions? Is there anything somebody don't understand? Or y'all wanted to chop it up, let me know. So let me go ahead and set an alert because this is the time where you don't just want to sit and just watch it because the market will fake you out and make you want to close your trade. So see, I got the selling and I'm playing a game. Then I'm gonna set this alert to let me know if it hit before I look back up again. So I got both of my alerts set. And now we're just chilling. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. just my alert letting me know that it came back up. It's retesting this level, coming back up. Ooh, we down. Let's see where we at. Eesh. All right, so now if this close above here, if it closes back above our 100, then we're gonna go ahead and woo. Let's see. Let's see what our 5 looking like. Okay. All right. So why didn't I close it? Well, it's quite simple. This right here is the M. So if you look kind of closely, right, you can see boom, boom. So it's always gonna come up to retest this level, right? This the middle of the M. So what we waiting to see is if it closes back inside the top of this M, then we're expecting the market to continue to push back up. But if it gets here, and as you can see, it keeps rejecting, then we know this right here is a lower low, a lower high, then it's going to come back down to make a lower low, right? Because again, remember, we were in an uptrend. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then it came back and made a lower low. Okay. So that means it broke the change of the hell. It broke the change of character, right? Remember last night I was talking about change of character. What the hell, bro? I know I ain't tripping. So this right here is what we call a break of structure because the structure is the same, it's just breaking it, right? This right here is what we call a change of character, meaning it's changing who it was, right? It was going up, now it's changing, it's going down. So we're gonna we're gonna follow our rules and we're gonna stay confident and we're gonna stay patient because again, it's cool. It can come back up, it can retest, it can play, right? And then another reason is our RSI is almost back up at the top to where the buyers are getting exhausted and the sellers are coming in. Okay. So that's why we confident that it's gonna come back down to our Asian highs. So all we gotta do is sit there and sit on our hands and be patient and trust our rules and our strategy. That's all we doing. Trusting your rules, trusting your strategy. What you good on, cuz? Because what we really want to see is we want to see a white candle come back down and just push, boom, just blow past this, like blowing a red light. Just blow past it and keep going. Then we know what time it is. We know we in the bread for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. And this right here is where a lot of people start to get impatient, or a lot of people start to get anxious, right? And the reason you getting anxious is because you're looking at this number and not looking at all of your rules of how things are set up. So, like I said, I'm confident simply because we're in a downtrend, right? So I already know all the market is doing right now is trying to get everybody to hit the buy button. Oh yeah, it's finna go up. I'm hitting a buy. I'm finna, oh yeah, it's going up. I'm hitting buy. So all it's doing is getting all these people to come in and hit the buy button to come around and take their money to keep pushing down. Because remember, in order to sell something, you got to have somebody buying something. You see what I'm saying? So all it's doing is getting all these people in the market to buy, 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 buy. And then once they get enough money, it's going pew right on down here. In the words of Warren Buffett, the impatient people give all the patient people all the money. That's why patience pays. Mm, 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 mm. And low key, I'm feeling real super confident in this trade. So if it hit back down here, I think I might add another 5 lot. So I'll be up 15. I'll be in for $15. So if it hit right here, I'm going to get in for another 5. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I just fucked up. And look, damn. So we want a strong push. We want a candle like this to come in right now and push this all the way down here. That's all we waiting on. Man, it's a freaking net. I know it's a net. I know my eyes ain't playing tricks on me. So yeah, that's all we waiting on. Strong little push past this level. Add another 15 lots. We'll be in for $15. Coming all the way down to here. Yeah, that's an easy $1,500 day. Easy, easy, easy. Mm, 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 mm. Damn, I did the same shit again. Back. All right, we in there. So now we're not gonna be overzealous. We're gonna wait for this candle to close above below here. And then then we're gonna get in for another 5. But I need this candle to close a little bit stronger. Oh shit, I just missed it. All right, let's go. So I'm in for 15 lots now. So now all I wanted to do is push down to that purple line. That's all I want. That's all we waiting on. Waiting on that nice little push. Then once it get down here, we done for the night. Let's see. If it closed below here, then we're confident. So we already got this confirmation. We good on that one. So now we can just move it down to here. So now we want the candle to push down below here and close below here, because this right here is the previous low, right? So we got higher, lower high. So now it's coming down to make a new lower low. And that lower low should be right around here at this purple line. So we got 45 seconds in this candle, which is a good sign. Since it's already down here, it still have 40 seconds. So now we just want to push, give us a strong push below here. Give me that push. Let's see where our 5-minute candle's sitting at. Okay, I'm confident. We still got room on the 5-minute. So let's see what we got. 15. We still got a lot of room to go on the 15. So I'm confident. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. All right. So we up 620. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and set an alert right here. So if it come back above there, oh shit, y'all, I don't even need to set the alert. It's about to hit our purple line. We about to be done for the night. We're about to be done for the night. There it is. So what I'm waiting on is I want this whole body to close right here. Just because the line, just because the wick is hitting it, I don't want just the wick. I want the whole body to close right here. That's how it's gonna be $1,000 night. So come on. There we go. And there it is. Up, came back. Come on. Don't be shy. Get on down there. Get on down there. All right, that's fine. Boom. There it is. God damn it. 110. 110. So if it hit 120, I ain't got to worry about it bouncing back up right when I hit the X. 110, okay, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. And boom, 1055. Just like that. $1,000. Just like that. What we got in that? We got in up here. And as you can see, y'all seen me add positions. So y'all seen I started out with a 5 lot, right? And as my trade grew more confidence, I started adding. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make $1,000 in, what I got in at? I think I got in right up in here. Yeah. So even if I would have look, I could have stayed in the trade and still been running, right? So this probably right here is about 1,100 right now, right? So with that, man, $1,000 in. I got in at 8. Well, no, I got in a little bit. I think I got in at like 757. So yeah, I got in right up in here, right? Maybe even right here. So we'll just say 751. Matter of fact, it was 751 because I said it's close to 8 o'clock. So we got in at 751. We got out at 8:36. So that's what, not even what, maybe right at 45 minutes, maybe 40 minutes of work. Where else you gonna go and make $1,000 in 40 minutes of work? That's legal, and you're not a rapper or a streamer or a reality star. Either way, man, trading's where it's at. Once you learn the skill set, that's all it takes. Learning. Like I said before, it ain't about getting in making 10,000 in one night, even though those nights are coming, those days are coming. Right now, it's just simply knocking off bills that your paycheck can't reach, right? So once you learn that, everything else, man, is simple. And I could have stayed in the trade, honestly, because all it's going to do is pull back up, make a lower high, and then it's going to continue to come down. Come back up, come down, come back up, come down. But again, why would I want to sit here until what, 10 o'clock to wait for all that to happen when I could have, when I just made $1,000 in 40 minutes? Now still, what's up, boo? It helped. It helped. I know. Now you need to go get out. I know, but you need to go get out them wet clothes and get that chlorine off of you so you don't get sick. Okay. Yes. Yes. Go hop in the shower, get cleaned up. Just like that. But my bad, y'all. That's the daughter. But yeah, man. So yeah, 40 minutes making a whole bando. That's groceries right there, the light bill, and probably the water bill. And guess what? That's one less thing you got to worry about for the week. So yeah, man. That's what trading is all about. That's the whole reason behind trading. Of course, we got our influencers that get on and they show the $20,000 and $30,000 days and $40,000 days. And again, I ain't saying it's not real. I ain't saying that they ain't legit, but I'm just saying, realistically speaking, unless you playing with $50,000, you already see all I played with was $15 and I made 1,000 in 40 minutes. So y'all already know, man. Y'all know my motto: stay positive, stay strong, stay motivated, keep trading. And if you're having a hard time, trust me, don't give up, because you're going to get it and it's going to get better. So y'all already know, when I say I'm getting the jet, all I need you to say is, you got the other half. Boom. And that's that. So of course, I will be on tomorrow night. We will be trading again. We're gonna see if we can make another 5 to a stack. That's all I shoot for every night, is 500 to 1,000. If I make more, it's all good. But as you can see, once it get down here and start playing, once it get to my level, it's like, hey, my margin of error was so small that I was able to call it all the way through. Why be greedy? Like I said, my $5,000 days, they coming. I made it earlier today on the New York session on my practice account, because I couldn't get into my live account. Ain't that some shit? But it's all good, man. It's just another confident booster. Just continue to let me know that I'm getting better at it. And hey, I'm gonna help y'all get better. If y'all want to just copy my trades, I'd rather teach you how to fish than keep fishing for you. But for the time being, I'm cool with fishing for you. So I'll be back tomorrow night, man. Y'all make sure y'all hop on. Y'all hit the subscribe. Y'all follow. And I ain't trying to sell you nothing. I'm just trying to help you get this bread. That's it. That's all. All right, man. Coldest Trader, XAU. Catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.